Oh, that almost worked.
Oh, yeah. I can't see the time. Yusuf, write it down. Write that down. Write
Incredible.
that down.
46 minutes. 46 minutes.
0:00:69.
Careful, dude. We're still live on Twitch.
Oh, I was looking at my phone.
I think we can do that.
Oh man.
Wait. Let me guess. He took an eggplant and tried to suck it.
Obviously.
Well, on this episode of This Episode Podcast, I am coming to you guys live from the floor of my new apartment. And yeah, it's a pretty goddamn scuffed setup we have. Sitting crisscross fucking applesauce. Got my Subway soda pop right there. So,
Yeah, your tree growing out of the floor behind you.
Yeah.
Why is it that Trav and I are flipped on Discord, but Josh and Yusuf aren't? It's really fucking throwing me off.
I don't make the rules, dude. I don't know.
I'm flipped.
This is what I'm always
flipped as well.
capturing on that shit.
Yeah, we're all flipped.
Yeah.
But
That's why I always have trouble trying to like look down at you on my screen, but on the stream it's flipped and everybody's like, "Oh, Josh is stupid."
Tell me to look a certain way, Mitch.
Look left. Shut the fuck up.
I mean,
You looked right on both screens.
Yeah, it's
your
flipped.
guys' cameras are just upside down. You ever think about that? And it orients itself back up.
I live in
about?
Australia.
I don't know.
Big fucking brain. All right, but today we are talking about My Hero Academia episodes, whatever. We're talking about the next 3 episodes. I don't remember on the top of my head.
127, 8, 9.
Yeah, Yusuf gives the shrug, but in the Snapchat, I give like the exact episodes we're supposed to watch, and then Yusuf comes in saying, "Oh, the next 3 episodes." Like, that's fucking helpful.
Yeah.
So don't give me that shit.
Yeah, dude. I was trying to help, man. I'm sorry. I got late. I was late to the tardy, dude. Tardy to the party. I was late tardy.
Late. Little
late.
Even though I was the
tardy.
last one here, and I still had to fucking do stuff.
You were busy planting your tree, dude. It's
I
normal.
know,
Dude, Trev, just give me your stream key and I can start with the way I can get it ready for you.
It's going.
Yeah.
Bear fruit. Trev, just give me your stream key. I'll get the podcast set up for you. Don't worry about anything else.
That makes me stress more. Because I already know Mitch would press one thing and he'd break it all. And he's like, "How do I undo it?" Just hit the undo key. I don't know what you talk about. This is too fucking hard for me.
It's like you think I'm special needs or something.
Mitch, we all know you're truly special in my heart.
You want to watch a movie or something?
Yeah, I want to watch Last of Us. We haven't watched the new episode yet.
I'm salty that episode was like 35, 40 minutes.
Yeah, it's like that's the normal runtime for a episode. It's just the first one's the exception.
Right. That's why my expectations were super high, and like the first one was an hour and a half or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, yes, hour and a half.
Yeah.
Nope, 40 minutes.
You fudged up, dog. I keep looking up at my monitor up here, but it looks weird. Like I'm looking to a higher power right now. Oh, Yusuf? What does the mug say?
Idiot sandwich.
Lamb sauce.
Nice.
But the first episode we watched this week was kind of just a redo or whatever, what they call it.
Recap.
Yeah. That was a stinker of an episode.
Yeah. It sucks to have that as a recap, especially because we've been behind. So we're not, really need the recap per se, but I kind of liked it because it kind of pieced everything together, what was happening along the timeline. So I enjoyed it, and it didn't take like the whole episode, right?
Yeah, it was half.
It was like half the episode.
First episode. The good thing about that recap though, it was a recap, but at the same time, it was a recap through the eyes of the world. It wasn't just like here's what happened last time on My Hero. It was like was like a news reporter giving us, this is what's happening. This is what's the hero society's falling. People are rebelling. Like there's mass crime in the streets and stuff's happening. And it was like a news report. So that was kind of the interesting twist on it. But yeah, it was basically just a recap.
Well, it was cool seeing like the actual like consequence of that war. Heroes quitting, considering just leaving their profession, normal people getting caught in all this debris and stuff, and heroes working such strenuous hours just to keep up with the aftermath.
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool to see, but at the same time, it's like it just effing happened, man.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of jackass like shows up at like the end of this war arc and is like, oh, well, I missed all that. Better catch up, you know?
What was I gonna say? I mean, I was thinking about this when I was watching the last episode. Shigaraki accomplished his goal from season 1.
And what's
Yeah,
that?
his original goal was to tear down Hero Society, and he's done it. He accomplished his goal.
He's definitely fractured a good chunk of it, and the public's trust in heroes.
Mm-hmm.
It's certainly in shambles. Maybe not completely fallen, but it's going to be hard to come back.
Well, I mean, think about it. The number 1 hero is pretty much going to be forced into retirement. The number 2 hero is still going, right? No, Hawks is number 2 hero. He's forced into retirement. Number 3 still going. Number 4, I don't know who the fuck number 4 is.
Is that the washing machine?
No, he's like 10. Number 5 is going to be forced into retirement. Number 6 is dead. Number 7, I don't know who number 7. Number 8, the Dragon Lady, she's doing fine. And then number 9, the fucking samurai retired too. So like 7 of the top 10 heroes are retired or dead. So
Ugh,
Crazy.
it's a big thing to swallow, man.
yeah.
Big shoes to fill for Class 1A.
So if that isn't
Children.
if that isn't the collapse of Hero Society, I don't know what would classify the collapse of Hero Society. But
Yeah, it kind of just it hit different too because we had that whole scene. I think it was in the first episode with the recap where Uraraka was running through like trying to save people with like Froki, right? Fropen time.
Yeah.
Frope.
Froki,
Yeah,
That's her.
Froki.
That's who
We're
she
not playing-
chose
That
for
was
her
my
starter.
favorite
Yeah,
line
that's
Sue
okay.
said. It's Fropen time.
Yeah. So for open time and Gravity Girl, we're like running around saving people, and then you just have like this scene where like the guy's just one of the heroes just standing there. He's like, I don't want. I'm in the wrong profession. I don't want to do this anymore. And like the whole thing, like Trav was saying, like they're just working until they can't move anymore. For what? Like people are still dying. Then the people they save, half of them don't appreciate them or don't believe in heroes anymore. And then I don't remember which episode it was, but like one of the heroes was like, we gave it all we had, we did everything right. Maybe it was like the microphone dude, like we
Yeah,
did,
it's
we did
Mike.
Yeah, President
Yeah.
Mike.
yeah, President Mike, like we did everything, we gave it our all, and we still got fucked over.
Mm-hmm.
So, and now it's scary as hell because we had that whole scene with like the whole jailbreak and like all these bad guys released. We got fucking
dude.
Muscular back. You got it was like a scene from Suicide Squad. Like all the new bad people were like just having their own little moments.
Just think about what I said a while ago. How many of the top 10 heroes are gone, and think about how many of like the top villains just escaped prison.
Yeah,
It's like holy
Terrifying.
shit, man.
I honestly didn't even remember that Stain was still fucking alive.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Honestly.
forgot about him too.
dude.
yeah. I forgot
Stain,
Overhaul.
Stain, Muscular, Overhaul. I mean, Overhaul's pretty useless because he can't use his quirk, but still, he's still like a criminal mastermind.
Yeah.
Stain, Overhaul, Muscular, the teeth guy, Moonfish,
That
all
was
for
the
fucking one.
the one you were talking about, the fucking blades for teeth guy. That's the one that had like the super serum and Red Riot fought him,
Yeah,
right?
Kirishima fought him. In
Okay.
the, like alleyway or the little market.
Okay, I remember that.
No. That's not the same guy. No, that's not the same guy at all.
It's not?
No, Moonfish is the guy that raided the Class 1A camp, training arc where he got caught there.
Hmm.
He's the dude that has
That's
super
the-
strong teeth. Different guy.
Okay.
It's not the guy Kirishima fought in the
Okay.
with
It
with
just
that gun.
it was very reminiscent. It
It's
looked similar
quirks.
to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
similar quirks. Because the guy that Kirishima fought had control of blades. He could like manipulate blades and stuff. The
Okay, I see
Moonfish
this, yeah,
has really strong
Moonfish.
teeth. He goes to the dentist a lot.
We don't know the girl.
Oh, that's right. The dude that said like meat,
I see
right?
this.
Yeah, Moonfish
That-
is the one that when we first met him in the camp training arc, he was like restrained by a
Yeah.
straitjacket, and all he just moved with his teeth.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
That one girl too, right? I don't know if we know that girl yet.
We don't know her yet. No, I mean I know
I
who
mean,
she is, but
we know her, but you guys
Yeah.
don't.
you guys don't know who she is yet.
I know that apparently she's voiced by the same VA who does the girl in Spy Family. That's all I know.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
All you two know about her right now is that she's got some relationship with Overhaul. So
Yeah, Overhaul was pretty pitiful. He's like, "Where's
Let me
Papa?"
out.
Daddy, help me!
Look
My
at
arms are
Daddy.
missing.
Yeah, he's got one arm now.
Dude.
You got
and then-
no, he's missing both his arm, ain't he?
yeah, he missing both.
That's
of
why
them.
he can't.
Shigaraki-
He couldn't
Oh.
open the door.
Shigaraki decayed.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, he was
knocked
probably
it
just
out.
bashing into the door like,
Yeah.
"Help me, please!
Yeah.
Someone! This prison riot! I'm being left out."
Well,
Wild.
that's that scene with Stain where he finally got his sword back and they did the fucking red eye thing. Gave me chills, dude.
Yeah.
Because
Do you
Stain's
think
goal is
would Stain fight the villains? That's
no.
my question.
Well,
Because he's like,
feel like
he's
he
all
can do
about
his
like
own thing.
every hero needs to live up to like
All Might.
All Might's level. That's like the only true heroes, and he wants to fight all the fakes. But at the same time, he doesn't really like villains either. He was just working with them to meet his own goals. But now like the world's in like, or at least Japan's in like a shit show, so I don't know if he'll step up and help out, but I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know what he would do.
That's
I
what I
feel
was
like,
thinking.
I
he would
feel like
kinda
it would
do
get
his
to a
own thing.
point with like he would work with the villains, but then he would like turn against them. So I feel like that makes sense for his character.
Maybe it's a little cliche for me to think this, but when All for One like went back with like the League of Villains or whatever, and Raphael / Donatello was like, "Yeah, I didn't sign up for this or whatever." Like, part of me has like this feeling where like the League of Villains are going to team up with some of the UA students to fight All for One. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know if Trav, Mitch, you guys probably can't say you probably know to that length, but that's just like a like inkling of an idea that I had because of the fucking lizard dude.
That whole
Yeah.
time, I was
Exactly.
just thinking, like, who in the hell is he talking about? Raphael?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was the
I-
whole bit.
Leonardo? Donatello?
you're
Like,
like-
just
you're like
name
it's-
them all off.
Yeah, you were like, it's Raphael last time. I'm like, what do you mean? He was
Yeah.
purple. And you're like, no, he has red. Dude, I looked at it this time. He had a red scarf. He had purple hair. Bitch ass is Donatello, bro.
Gotcha.
Yes,
Yeah.
because the Ninja Turtles have hair. They
Yeah.
don't fucking have hair.
They're
They're
Well, that's the
turtles.
bald.
closest- I wouldn't call him green because it doesn't count, right? It's either purple or red.
He,
Do I mark
doesn't
him
he
by
wear a
his hair
red
color
eye
or-
band?
Raphael does.
No.
Doesn't Spinner or Splitter or fucking Lizard Boy wear a red eye
Red
Now
band?
one.
it's Splinter. Oh
It's
no.
Spinner.
What's his name? His name's Spinner?
Spinner.
He wears a
I
red
thought-
one.
I
It's
thought Spinner-
Raphael.
I thought Spinner was the rat from Ninja Turtles.
Splinter.
No,
Oh,
Master
okay.
Splinter. God,
Dude.
I didn't watch fucking Ninja Turtles, and I knew
When
this.
I'm watching, dude, when I see the gecko on the screen, I'm not looking first at his scarf. I'm looking
You're
at
thinking
his
about
hair.
saving
dude. The hair just
15%
stands
or
straight
more
up.
in your car insurance. I got you. I feel you.
Oh
all
my
right.
god.
When I see the gecko on screen, I think, why the hell? What's your purpose, guy? You're just there. You swing a big sword.
Dude, he does absolutely nothing.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean? He woke up Shiggy.
He just
Yeah, with an
he's like,
inspirational speech.
yeah, and then he just
If you're
talks
a
to One for All in Shigaraki's body. And
Yeah,
just
that
like,
dude-
you're not my friend.
That dude's got some fucking balls,
Bring me
bro.
back my friend. Yeah, dude.
Talking to the fucking
Okay.
demon lord,
All
like
for One, like
we just
these like episodes actually made me like terrified of him. just
too.
because like the scale of like the army he has now, and just the amount of power it took to take over that prison, and now there's like 2 of him.
And he just did it with no stress. He's like, yeah, this is mine now.
Well, he was like, this would have been hard, but luckily there's 2 of me now, so now we can hit the outside and the inside.
That was what I
so-
realized at the
so
end of it
scary.
too. Like, there's literally 2 all for ones right now,
Mhm.
so we're kind of fucked.
I mean, technically, there's still 2 one-for-alls, but All Might's flame is dying.
He can't do anything.
He could do it for like a couple seconds.
Yeah,
Get
I
in
was
there,
gonna
throw a punch, and then die.
Yeah.
So
Night Space just smash and just explode.
Yeah.
Go out in a bang. Fuck it. Oh, did we didn't comment on the new opening, right?
no, it's good.
Thoughts?
I think we talked about it last time a little bit, but
No,
think
it
it's-
wasn't.
I
It
think-
wasn't a thing last time.
I don't know.
These
Okay.
first 3
I
episodes.
thought we did.
No, it wasn't a thing yet.
Okay, I think I'm thinking of when we were at Yusa's place that we
Yeah,
talked
we
about
talked
it a
about
little bit and we watched it. Yeah.
It's good. I think it's not great. It's good. Anything that Eve does, I like. So
It's solid. I don't hate it. It's not my favorite. It's just kind of there. The thing I like the most about it is just seeing the actual like animation, like the
the
background.
animation slaps for that
like
one.
it, like they went so hard on the animation just for an opening that a lot of people are just gonna skip. But yeah, it looks great, and it gets me excited for what's coming up because it just teases at like this darker side of like Deku and stuff. And I'm excited to see that.
Mhm.
Anything Eve does, I like. So
I'm not going to be adding it to my Spotify playlist of anime openings and outros and whatnot, but I enjoyed it. It was good.
Damn, dude, they're just gonna stay up now, like all night, just like fuck. Have like a bottle of whiskey on their desk, half empty.
We couldn't make it onto the playlist.
We didn't make it on the Spotify, man.
Back to the drawing board.
We're nothing. We're trash. Trash.
Remind me again, these were the same people who did the JJK first opening, right? Yeah.
Mm.
That's a banger. That's on
Yeah.
there. That's on the playlist.
I can hear it, and it's nice because like you have the unique voice of the singer or whatever, so you can tell. And I like the art probably more than the song. I didn't skip it, but when I lay out like all the My Hero intros, it's probably like top 5 because I don't like a lot of them. So, it's alright.
Fair.
yeah, I mean that's good. I think it's on par with the first part's opening. I think it's a little bit better than the first part's opening, but relatively on par.
Yeah. No. I don't even remember, man. There's like 11 now of them. 11
Mhm.
openings. So maybe I just gotta binge through all of them and make a list. The best ones.
I mean, Polaris is the best, and it's not even close. So
That one's good.
mhm.
But, well, what else happened in that recap episode? Because that was episode 127.
It ended with no, that didn't end with that. It just ended with we got a glimpse of everyone in the hospital. It's super messed up. Right?
Yeah, it flashed all the heroes that died.
Yeah.
Or like injured. And then episode 128 was with
Well-
prison, right?
Well, yeah, and then episode 127 ended with Shigaraki, or one for all, saying, "Time to get my real body back."
All
Oh,
for one.
I was
All for one. I don't. It's the bad guy, the bad one. You know what I'm talking about.
the bad power, the guy
Yeah.
the guy with nothing but forehead. No face,
It's
just
all
forehead.
for one, right? That's the bad one.
Yeah.
All
yeah. You take all of it for one person.
Yeah.
I'm interested to hear.
And then you have one for all, which is all the power for one person. Oops.
Yeah, same thing.
Bit of a contradiction there, but you know.
all the stuff for one person, and
Anime.
then you give one person's all to everybody.
Yeah, it's cute. They named them different, but kind
Yeah.
of the same. It's like they're adversaries.
Josh, I'm curious what your thoughts are now, seeing the extent that they showed for Midnight's death, since Mitch kind of fumbled it and told you a couple weeks ago that she died. In whatever we saw.
It was still basically off screen. So
Yeah,
All you see is like her little thing.
Yeah, we just saw her little mask, and then everybody's crying over her. And yeah, it still doesn't make total sense because yes, I know she was hurt. She got like half a building hurled at her, and she fell to the ground. And then we could see her like getting surrounded by, I assume, a bunch of villains or whatever. But yeah, it just sucks that we didn't even get to see her trying to put up a fight or whatever. It's just that, oh, she's dead now. In addition to, I don't know if there was anybody else from that list of heroes that are now dead that we knew all that well. I think that they were upset over, what was the person's name, like Majesty or
the
Yeah.
shield guy.
Yeah.
The
So
well, that's Crust, but we're talking about Majestic, the guy who can teleport people.
yeah. I don't know. I guess I just have to get over it. It's not like they're gonna come back and reveal that later on or talk more about her. So it
Well,
just
it's
is
gonna
what
be
it
the-
is, I guess.
Josh,
You're
as
gonna
soon
use
as,
Ego
as
Tensei,
soon as
dude.
you said, yeah, I know, half a building was thrown at her, and
I
my
know,
first thought
dude.
was like, that's not enough.
Josh is like, dude,
Nah.
this
You need
dumb
like a
bitch got hit by
berserk, like
half a building.
cataclysmic
people
event
who
to
are
kill
less-
Midnight.
People with less strength have survived more in this show and been fine. So
she's
no.
not strong physically. She's just strong with her sex power.
I'm gonna miss that.
it's like Josh, like, man, she got a building chucked at her by a giant mountain of a guy.
Pussy
She got jumped by like 20 bad guys.
The
How the
building
fuck is
came.
this pussy dead, man?
The building came from fucking Mr. Whiplash with the marbles, whatever the fuck his name is.
Compress.
Yeah, Compress threw it at her. It wasn't thrown at her by Gigantomachia. It was Compress. It came out of a marble. That's why it caught her off guard.
Bro, honestly, when they were crying over Midnight, I was like, okay, next scene, please. I don't care. I don't care.
They didn't even show like Midnight all that much. Like it was like just her legs. But Josh, I wouldn't lose all hope, because with these quirk awakenings going around, for all we know, maybe her quirk awakening was her spreading her soul's essence through her pheromones, and she's in the air somewhere. She might come back to her body.
And then the fucking grape juice guy comes out of nowhere and sniffs all that up, and now she has to live internally in that fucking perv.
Yeah, I think so.
Still fresh.
But now, like, it kind of hit different also, like when they were breaking into the prison, like those two brothers that were there, and they were talking to like the people like in the main base or whatever, and one of the brothers like, yeah, my brother's dead. Like, before, people were not dead, and now people are just like dead now.
I was more sad about him than I was about Midnight. I was like, those motherfuckers are cool.
Yeah.
And they're just dead.
My first thought was like, look at these throwaway characters. 2 seconds later, one just dies. I'm like, well, I was right.
And I get that we just had to like dispatch nearly every hero in existence for that whole operation, but I was like, you left 2 heroes to protect the like most highest level of danger prison in all of existence with all of these baddies, and you were like, let's just keep 2 heroes. We'll be fine.
They're brothers, dude. They have the power of love.
Well, I mean,
right. Well, and they're dead now.
2 heroes in a multi-billion-dollar military level jail, but
yeah, with one EMP being set off to destroy everything. It's like this. Well, how crazy is that? We've been hit by an EMP.
Yeah,
this has to be like a quirk that is not completely rare.
Well, no, because like the whole plan was to spread the resources to the outside force, so then the inside force could take over. So it was a plan to spread their resources thin so they can both break out on one side. But I mean, they couldn't assume that, were able to communicate with the inside somehow, because they have no idea that Shigaraki and All for One are one connected being right now. And you have like the entire city falling apart. So I don't think it's outlandish to think that heroes themselves are being spread thin too, just trying to do damage control, and everyone's just trying to figure out what the hell just happened. Because Shigaraki, like, it was only like a day or two after the war.
Same day.
Not even. It was the same day.
Was
The
it?
same
Okay.
day.
It was that
Yeah.
night. It was that night. Yeah. Shigaraki did that shit with like himself and 6 no moves, man.
Mm-hmm.
He just rolled up and said, "Bitch, please."
Time to get Papa out of prison. Wake up, Daddy.
Shigaraki's fucking
Now he's gonna take a nap.
good character, man.
Well,
And
he's lost
we got
complete
to
control
see-
of his body now at this point.
Yeah, so we saw more of like I don't know if it would necessarily, I guess it's internal in the sense that it's all within Shigaraki's body, but the conflict between him and All for One that's kind of happening inside his mind.
Yeah, I mean, it's just Shigaraki's like, "Don't take my body." All for One's like, "Nah, bro. I'm just,
Bro, it's fine.
I'm just borrowing it. Don't worry about it. You can trust
You want
me."
this. You wanted this.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Didn't
I'm
at one point All for One say that you are my straight up tell him the only reason I chose you is so I could take over your body,
Yeah, you're
Did he
gonna
play
be
up-
You're the
my
next me.
my new
body. Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah.
So yeah, Shigaraki should just find a way out at this point. It's a toxic relationship.
Too late.
Deku's gonna save him, man. Deku's gonna save him.
Yeah, just fucking United States smash his fucking nuts off. That'll save him.
Please.
Maybe wake
Speaking-
up a
wanna
little
see
bit.
it.
Speaking of Deku, bro, I hate when shows are like, "Oh, this main character that's obviously not gonna die because they can't die because they're essential to the plot and the continuation of the plot. They're on life support. They're gonna die."
Yeah.
Bitch, what the fuck? No, they're not.
Yeah,
There's no sign that Deku's going to wake up besides being in like 90% of the opening for this part of the season.
yeah. Look at him all ragged and stuff. Nah, he actually died of leukemia in the hospital. What? Whoa! What kind of show is this?
We thought we were putting in water. It's instead it was poison. We
Yeah.
goofed.
We,
Sorry.
we fucked up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All Might just sitting there. He's like, "All right, who's next?"
That wasn't my hair.
Bakugo, come here.
Oh,
Come here, babe.
Eat his
No.
hair. He's not consenting to. What happens to the power? Because the way One for All
That's
is
what it ends.
transferred, yeah, it's based on like a consensual DNA
Mhm.
thing. So, isn't that stupid?
They could just trick freaking Minato into saying it's like,
Hey,
what,
wait, time out. Fuck. So does that mean if Deku gets head from a girl and he nuts inside of her and she swallows it, she gets the fucking power? Is that what I'm
No, I'm pretty sure that lady wouldn't survive it because he'd fucking 100% Detroit bust in her mouth and her head explodes.
that's an accurate assumption though, right? Like that's he can't do that.
I don't know about that. I don't know if he would be intending to pass on the powers per se. These are high school kids. I think we should talk about something else.
I mean, Mitch is in high school. Look at his hat.
We're talking about the future,
bro.
Josh, where they're at the age of consent
We're
for the
talking
United
about the
States of
future of
America.
One for All. This is
God,
important.
you're assuming we're talking about minors fucking? That's messed up. This podcast is not admissible in court, and we do not, support underage, all that shit. Chris Hansen, stay away.
Because All for One can pass through blood. It happened in the movie.
Spoilers. Ooh, hair. What up, dog?
Nice.
So it's got to be able to pass through nut too.
Okay.
Forms of transmission:
Yeah,
hair, blood, and nut.
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 I forgot what I was gonna say, but let's move on.
No.
Well,
And
I tried.
I'm going on a tangent. So I'm confused because the whole reason why they say Bakugo doesn't have all for one after their fucking little finger touch blood transfusion thing in the movie is because it went into his bloodstream and he eventually flushed out, right?
For those who
What the
don't
fuck?
know, there is 3 My Hero Academia movies. One is not the first one we're not talking about. We're talking about the second movie where there's this guy named Nine, I believe, who's the main baddie, and he's like this Omega level, like holy shit, blowing up everything. And Deku and Bakugo are fighting him, and they get their ass blasted. And then when they do a rematch near the end of the movie, Deku realized the only way that they can defeat Nine is if they have 2 one-for-alls. So he transferred his power to Bakugo using blood. So they did that.
Deku thought he would lose it forever, but because this is all canon, and the way they like backed out of this whole Bakugo being all for one is
he wasn't conscious for the full transfer,
and that like the blood washed, like it got out of his system eventually, right?
No,
So
I think the whole thing they tried to explain was, oh no,
he passed out. He
Deku passed out before the
transfer.
transfer 100% happened. So it was like, oh, we're at 95%. Fuck that, abort. It's going somehow back to Deku.
That was canon.
Yeah, it's every My Hero movie is canon. Yeah.
Fuck.
Where
in the timeline does that happen?
In between seasons, I don't fucking know.
I don't know. There's like, hey, we went on this trip for a week and we got fucking blasted. You know, the
just casually fucking gave
the
one
timeline. Like, it doesn't take characters that long to like recover. You know, like.
Right. So the reason I brought up the movie, it's completely like void now. But I thought that the reason Bakugo didn't have it was because it eventually washed out of him. I was gonna say, man,
no,
wouldn't Deku have just shat out the hair? Wouldn't he just got shit out all for one?
No,
Like,
it's just the whole gimmick with one for all is just it's a consensual like fucking DNA thing, and they have to be, you know, conscious for a certain amount of time for the transfer to go through. It seems it's movie bullshit, but whatever. One for all is a very convoluted and really stupid kind of power sometimes, but you know that's what happens when it's a main protagonist's fucking thing. You know, they always have their weird gimmick. Yeah.
Power. It's a quirk.
You know, it's like fucking Dragon Ball where you have Super Saiyan, which is supposed to be like the peak level, but then now you have Super Saiyan 2, which is an ascendant Saiyan, but then later on they have Super Saiyan 3, which is an ascendant version of an ascendant Saiyan. And it's just like, well, what the fuck? You know? And he gets long hair and loses eyebrows. It's like, it's, you know, protagonist
Power
shit.
creep. That's power creep.
You know, thinking back to when they were recapping the whole war, and it got to big fucking genus bitch ass reappearance, and fucking the power dude, whatever his name is.
Lemillion.
What was it? What was his name?
Lemillion.
Thanks. When they introduced that, because of those two showed up, like they were able to kind of fight better. Dude, just the scene of Lemillion just saying power. And I was like, dude, he didn't do shit. He just punched people and then he just asked for help. It's for the memes.
Yep.
Hey, fucking put some respect on my boy's name, okay?
Put some respect in his fucking mouth.
He was the one that was a fucking centimeter away from getting the final blow on Shiggy, bro. He was the one that made Spinner freak out and be like, we have to wake him up now or we're going to lose.
You know, Lemillion's the GOAT, but, you know.
Lemillion is the GOAT, and he is there just for memes, pretty much. That's why I like him so much.
Well, he can always be the receiver of the nut.
But
he was supposed to be.
Right.
Originally, yeah. But, you know, Midoriya is just too good of a person. And still is too good of a person where he's going to save Shigaraki. I see a little boy in him. Well, first off, what? In the intro, they just have like a little boy get shitted out of Shigaraki, and then like Deku reaches his hand out. It's like, okay, that wouldn't be my first response. I'd be screaming and running the other way. Not my problem. Bye-bye.
And that's why you're not a hero, Trav.
Yeah, that's why you're not all for one.
Dude, yeah, I know. Look at that
They're
bullshit.
one for all.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, one for all. One for all.
I could be all for one if I tried hard enough, you know.
One for all.
Park my car like a little bit outside the line so it's taking up another spot, dude. Yeah, I'm starting my villain story right now. But can we talk about the most tragic of things? The Todoroki family that they talked about for like 2 minutes. Where
Yeah, bro.
that was the title of episode, what, 129?
120.
Yeah, the fucking title of the episode is The Hellish Hell Todoroki Family Part 2, and they talk about Hawks for 90% of it.
It was cool to get. Did we ever get Hawks' backstory before, or just
No,
we
that's
get a
the
little
first.
taste?
We knew
He was
he
like,
Taste.
we knew he was like a secret agent, and he from childhood he was like trained and raised in like a lab, but we didn't know
So
how he got there.
now we got his full backstory where
Fucked up, man.
he lived in a shithole because his father killed somebody and they were in hiding outside like the city limits, and his
And
mother
did it-
just kind of just agreed with the old man and stuff. She just kind of watched TV with her fucking 4 eyeballs,
Mm-hmm.
2 floating. I don't even know what
They-
her quirk is. Just fucking freak show.
Just eyeballs.
they did a good job.
Bulls.
They did a good job kind of building up why he likes Endeavor or why he
Yeah.
feels the way he does for Endeavor.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, his little
Endeavor-
stuffed animal starts glowing.
Endeavor
Yeah.
arrested his father, and he's like, finally, someone saved me.
Yeah, fuck that guy. He's a dick. Endeavor's my boy, and I will live the rest of my childhood and adolescent life thinking about him and being trained to kill people. But that is my backstory.
And we
And-
also learned that the reason that Dobby and I don't know if anybody else, but the reason that Dobby knew who Hawks was because they found his mom and like
Mhm.
interrogated her to give up info. Which is
Keigo Tamaki.
Crazy then to think about like how they found her, but also it's like all. But then I guess also kind of sad in a way that Hawks was like, yeah, I kind of figured that if anybody was gonna rat me out, it was gonna be my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hawks is so like dissociated from emotions. So he's like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, he's just
Sure.
reading like this final goodbye from his mother. He doesn't even flinch. He's like, oh, yeah, I guess it's the right choice. Whatever. Bye.
Well, one thing this arc has instilled in me too is that Dobby isn't just some powerhouse. He's a fucking genius level intellect too. The dude's a manipulator. He's fucking smart. He knows how to weasel his way through like the back webs of society to get answers he needs.
Well,
It's-
I just
it's
assumed
very
that
nice.
hacker guy gave him the information he needed.
No,
True,
yeah. The letter said some scary dudes came and interrogated me and made me give information.
Well,
That's why I
like
left the
how did they
house.
figure out about the mother? That's what I'm trying to say. Like the dude probably
Mhm.
like typed up and had like the N on the government and shit, and was like, oh yeah, they got the mother right here. All right, let's go pay this bitch a visit.
Mhm.
Dobby's scary, man.
Oh, dude, yeah. I was nervous of him the first time I ever saw him, just with like half his body like burnt. I'm like, yeah, no thanks. Like if he was at the bar sitting next to me, I'd be like, all right, see ya. No, thank you. But then we have the tragic. Man, it's so stupid. Like, Endeavor is. He wakes up in the hospital bed. He realizes that his hero name Endeavor is just dead in the water. No one's ever gonna trust him again, and rightly so, because of him being a complete garbage parent
Mm-hmm.
in the past, and that ended up making Dobby with Toya, and he starts crying, and it's like it feels like such a genuine moment for like, oh my god, my past is catching up to me. And next thing you know, it's just a comedy bit happens right after it. Yeah.
Shoto.
Then Shoto comes in, and then he's just like, oh, oops, and he screams out his name. I'm like, why? Fucking guys just ruined it. Like it was like a deep
Mhm.
moment for Endeavor, and they just kind of laughed it off. And then the mother comes in like a powerhouse, saying like, "We need to talk finally after all these years."
Well,
Yeah.
I think it was a comedy bit, but it was also a slight character moment for Shoto because he's like, holy shit, I don't want to see my dad like this.
Yeah.
Like my dad is this pillar of stability and like just heroism that I've known my entire life. Also, I don't like him, but I've never seen him this emotional. I don't want to see it. So fucking panic, shut the door.
Yeah.
And Endeavor's like, baby boy, come back.
My baby boy.
Yeah. And in two separate moments, I think at first it's Shoto in his like hospital bed by himself, realizing that he was. I think that he basically said Dabi was stronger than Endeavor, and if anybody's going to take him down, it's got to be him. And then when you were talking about when Endeavor's like crying, Endeavor straight up says, "I can't fight my kid. I can't do this. I can't do it." So
Well, I
at
thought you
some
were going to
point, we're going
mention
to get
too that
a showdown between those two, and it's going to be wild, I'm sure.
well, I thought you were going to mention too that Shoto feels like he's really similar to Toya. Like they both resented his father, and if he went
The
down like a
experiment child.
similar route, he could have ended up like a ice version of Dabi, pretty much.
Yeah, at that tournament of the students from
The sports festival.
God, I don't even know, season 2 or some shit.
Yeah, sports festival.
Yeah,
it was a good arc. Watching children beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah. So then, does this mean that the next episode we're gonna get is gonna be called the Hellish Todoroki Family Part 3?
Nah, 2.5.
No, it's called like fucking Ice Boy gets mad at Fire Dad.
Base Ice Kid mad at Fire Daddy.
Yeah. I'm stupid.
Family therapy.
But I fucking love Endeavor. He's such a good character, man. Such a good character.
Yeah, he's definitely come a long way.
I guess I can't ask this to you two because it sounds like you guys have already read stuff.
Yes.
Yusuf, do you think that he's going to use like a different hero name, or is he just going to keep calling himself Endeavor?
You're assuming he makes it out of the hospital.
Yes, I am.
I think he's gonna keep his name as Endeavor, but work even harder to try and make it a name people can trust again.
Me too.
Just imagine him rebranding himself.
Well, because that's what he said, right? Was like the hero Endeavor is dead, and so I didn't know if maybe he was gonna try and do something different, or just like have everybody call him by his actual name, which I genuinely don't know what that is.
I'm just imagining Endeavor making a fucking account online, and it's Endeavor, but he wants an alt that's taken, so he adds like an extra R, so he's like Endeavor. Like, I'll work even harder to make myself the number 1.1 hero.
Yeah, it's time for the fucking rebrand. Man.
No, you idiot. That's not Endeavor. That's Endeavor.
Yeah.
That's not Endeavor. That's Endeavor _
Yeah. 469.
Yeah.
Endeavor Sniper Wolf 6784.
Hell yeah.
Endeavor's fucking. I love Endeavor.
No,
man, if I ever did another top 25, it would be so different. Because Endeavor would
you would have most of the Cromartie cast, and then at the end, if you're like your least favorite out of the 25, you'd have maybe Endeavor there next to Midoriya.
Trav, just imagine. Mitch probably read those Cromartie manga before he gave them to you too.
I didn't. They were still
a guilty
sealed.
Pleasure.
They were still sealed.
He resealed them.
Yeah.
I took them back. I fucking folded Japan and be like, reseal these, please.
Like when I opened it,
you just need like a hair dryer.
Literally, the first page was literally the first page I opened up to was fucking Takanuchi. Like, I'm Takanuchi. I'm respected by all my senior and underclassmen.
See, if I would have fucking opened that shit, I would have opened that shit. That Trav wouldn't have gotten. The fucking bonfire would have gotten them.
Damn.
Well, there goes $90, or how much you spent for those two.
It was like 40.
Yeah. So.
But like I said, volume 5 is like $90.
Yep. Well, we'll eventually finish it.
Just good thing. Good thing. I made you start collecting it. So now you can just buy it yourself.
Yeah, I know. You might as well blast me in the ass while you're at it.
I mean,
Alright.
I've subscribed to you for 12 months, Trav. So like, you should
Oh,
have
Josh
lots
is
of money
paying
by
for
now.
it.
To
Josh is
exactly.
paying for it.
Yeah, Josh
Yeah.
paying for it. That's how I justify
there
me
you go.
spending too much money on Fortnite and Dead by Daylight. Let's go. You know, we got spending issues, but that's everyone else's problem, not mine. Nah, I'm not one with the problem. You enable. You little enablers. But moving on. Also might have a gambling addiction, but we'll cross that road when we hit it.
What the fuck was that chicken, dude?
He's just thinking about it.
What the fuck is happening?
What? The Discord, what?
What can you? How the
Wait.
fuck do you do that?
What? And
How do you do that?
This man's living in 2020 right now.
That's funny.
I would
You can do
do
it,
that,
Mitch.
but I don't care.
Oh, that almost worked.
Oh, yeah, I can't see the time. Yusuf, write it down. Write that down, write that down.
46 minutes. 46 minutes.
0:00:069.
Careful, dude. We're still live on Twitch.
Oh, I was looking at my phone.
I think we can do that.
Oh man.
Wait. Let me guess. He took an eggplant and tried to suck it.
Yeah,
Nailed it.
obviously.
Bro. What's wrong with you? You're trying to get yourself another sus goddamn thumbnail, bro.
Oh,
You know how much I was laughing making that other thumbnail?
that was so perfect, dude.
Yeah.
That was so perfect.
I had to remind myself that was a water bottle you were drinking into and not,
I
one
forgot.
of fucking Moist Critical's giant dildos that he has. But
That's what we're talking about.
I don't know. I think we're out of stuff to really mention, right?
I think, yeah, I
we
think
had
that's
the
it for the
prison
3
break. We
episodes.
had Hawks' backstory. We got to see how Hero Society is slowly falling apart. Poor Washing Machine. Now he got,
Yeah,
they got hit with a rock.
You know, I
undeserved.
didn't know that washing machine just made washing machine noises. I thought that he actually
So, yeah,
spoke.
well, he does.
Buzz.
He put
He
out a
did.
bunch of bubbles that did something.
But he speaks, but he also is like, I don't know if he got Tourette's or
He's
something. He's
making
just like wash.
blood sound effects when he walks, dude.
He's like a fucking Pokemon, dude. Wash.
I love it.
Well,
Wash
yeah,
it, wash it.
Crust goes fucking moo moo moo. So they all have their gimmicks, dude.
Hmm.
You know, Endeavor's gimmick is beating his kids.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and you beat me to it. But well, and I guess normal civilians are getting all these like hero items or support
Well, yeah,
items.
because
Oh, yeah.
Courtesy of him. Yep.
yeah, courtesy of Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
With the whole Redestro
A
thing that like
platypus.
triggered.
Harry the platypus.
'Cause that was
What are you
his whole
doing
goal.
with the 9?
His whole goal was to get these items out to the civilians to show them that they don't need heroes,
Well,
right?
maybe they do, because like an entire block just blew themselves up with those weapons.
Yeah.
Like those
And then they
things don't
yelled
come
at
with
the
a
washing guy,
manual.
like, "Where were you? I was in a different building, and now I got hurt."
Yeah, he's
This
fucking-
happened 2 minutes ago. Where were you? I was running down the street, dog.
I'm a
Fuck
washing
man.
machine. How fast do I
No,
can
he just-
move?
Jesus, have you
He
seen
just
this
looked at him.
costume? Why don't you put this on? This
Yeah.
thing's heavy as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm
No, dude,
literally
he
a
just-
washing machine.
He looks at him. He like opens a washing machine door. He's like, "Roop, roop, roop," pulls out some underwear. "Roop, roop, roop."
Dude,
How the fuck
Let me-
is that thing
let me
the number
say
10 hero, dude?
washing machine, because they can win every fight. What are you talking about?
What do you mean? You're gonna clean the
Washing
fucking
machine-
bad guy?
Dude, yeah. Washing machine's like, take them out of the atmosphere. What?
That's not the same. That's not the same guy. That's not the same. That's not the same hero. That's two different heroes.
Well, the washing machine guy scares me, okay? I'm scared of heights. And they could just be like, take this guy out of this fucking orbit, dude.
That's not the same fucking guy, man. The guy that can make black holes with his fingers is a different hero.
Yeah, I'm talking about washing machine.
Out of the orbit? What do you mean out of the orbit?
Because he could just tell the bubbles, hey, take that bitch out of here.
The
And just
bubbles
float
don't
him
lift
up.
people do they?
Dude, bubbles pop.
The bubbles
I'm pretty
pop.
sure.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
it just heals people.
Yeah.
He told the bubbles to bring him to the hospital. And then people were getting carried away in the fucking bubbles. Did we not watch the same show?
How the fuck is Black Hole guy not a top 10?
I was
hero?
about
He
to
can
say, I
just
only remember
suck
there
up
being
that-
a fucking black hole.
Killed
dude.
too many innocents.
in he's in fucking prison for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
No, you don't remember like the hero's like X9240 or something weird ass name from
The
when
sharpshooter guy.
The spacesuit.
yeah from
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
season 1 when the kids get attacked. It's like he just sucks shit up with his finger, man.
Yeah, I don't know how that's not ranked top 10.
Yeah,
It's busted.
Is Killer Orca up in the top 10?
he's
No.
close.
Why?
Maybe
maybe now.
the suck only works part time. You work full time to get a number. Can't take away their
Maybe with
vacation days.
the restructuring of the top 10, maybe they'll be on there now.
Mm-hmm.
You know who I
I'd be
didn't,
such a
who I didn't
bitch
notice?
just to get it by default, It's like, oh yeah, by the way, you're number 3. It's like, what? Yeah, everyone else just died off, or quit, so we're just picking you. It's like, wow, thanks. Now work harder.
Where was Belly Button Beam Boy?
He was with the Kirishima and them.
Forest Crew.
And he was with Forest Crew. He
Did
didn't do
he
anything.
do anything?
No.
Probably shit himself.
There were a few students who didn't do anything though, so
Yeah.
In my head, I was just trying to see which one was worse, Grape Juice or Belly Beam.
Yeah, Invisible Girl was helping out so much. Did you see her
yeah,
kicking ass?
I
Like
don't know, she
in the
was there when
background.
Bakugo woke up.
Like I always tell you, there's a tier list for how horikoshi views these students. There's like the Deku, and then Bakugo, and then Shoto, and then it's like Kirishima and like Bird Boy and Mina
Kaminari
and
is up there.
Kaminari's up there, and then there's like the other ones like Sero and Sue. Well, Sue's up there, but then there's like
Sue is up there.
then there's like Sero and fucking Jiro and like all these other ones, and then there's fucking Invisible Girl and Belly Button Boy,
And Sugar Daddy or whatever the
Sugar
fuck
Rush
his name
guy,
is.
and then fucking
Fucking
Conehead.
diabetes.
Conehead.
Dude, Snow. It was funny because the Snow White guy was like in the middle of the city. Everything was destroyed. He's like, Birdie says you're over there. Squirrel says there's some snacks over there. Oh wait, there's someone with their leg torn off. Dude, that one kid.
Raccoon got squished over there by some debris. What?
Dude, the kids, dude, that was like scary as hell. With like the little brother was like pinned, and the girl had like boogies running down her face. Yeah, man. Good thing for open time was in time.
You're right. Thank goodness.
Talk about children almost dying. You guys are making a bit about it. Get serious.
Talking about
And
2D.
also, Sue never said froping time. Come on.
And she's like,
That's later in the season. But I think we have run out of stuff to talk about for My Hero this week. Fucking crickets, dude. Jesus. Can like one of you be like, yeah, good. I don't want Josh giving the thumbs up because I'm not looking. I'm looking at the wall so I don't look like I'm looking up, I have not looked at you guys like this entire. I'm looking at a wire. I'm looking at the wall right now. Like I'm looking at a wire hanging from my monitor. That's what I've been looking at.
Look at us.
I'm looking at.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. And if you want me
That
to
doesn't
look
look
at the
that
Dis-
weird,
if you
man.
want me to look at the Discord call, it's right here. But that looks weird because I'm on the top left, so I have to do this. Yeah, I'm looking
I
at
don't
the
know,
wire right
man.
now. So
It's
yeah.
fine.
Thanks
Look
for
at
the
your
cricket.
camera.
But it seems like with that, we have run out of stuff to talk about for this week of My Hero Academia. So with that, we're going to be ending this episode podcast. So whoever hung out, thank you for hanging out. And yeah, we're definitely going to look for our own froping time. But other than that, roll the outro.
On the next episode of this episode, Trav, Josh, Mitch, and Yusuf accept the job to cover Mob Psycho starting with episodes 1 through 4 of season 1. No more shady business. If you're still here, hit that subscribe button and like the video. For more of us, follow our Spotify at This Episode Podcast. and watch us live at twitch.tv/DutchRead on Monday nights. And for all this, there's just a small fee to pay. What? No, we don't want your money. Just one more sub, please. Oh, God, that's so crazy.